We're back with building your sentence, learning how to diagram by building a sentence, and realizing that this is about putting the puzzle pieces together. The pieces of your sentence go in a spot on your diagram. So today our focus is direct object. So when I'm teaching my students this, I usually have them play a game called Pass the Board. And so the first person just puts down their name. In our last example, we used Hannah. So here we go. So there's the name, Hannah. You would just write down a name. Pass the board, and then the next person who has the board has to come up with a verb, an action. What is Hannah doing? And last time we said bakes, so I'm going to stick with that one. Bakes. Then the next person, you pass it on, and so then the next person has to come up with a noun, and we always put a the or an a right here, our article adjective. So Hannah bakes what? Or it could be Peter kicks what? Um, Dania eats what? Um, Greg chases what? So your direct object is going to answer the question subject, verb, then what? So we're going to say cake. Hannah bakes a cake. That's our sentence. Hannah bakes a cake. Now we take that sentence and we put it into our diagram. So we stick our subject here. We have this line to separate the subject from the predicate, the subject from the rest of the sentence. So we have the name goes here, the subject Hannah, the verb goes here. Hannah bakes what? Then between the verb and the direct object, you have a line here. Hannah bakes cake. Which cake? A cake. We take the article adjective and turn it diagonally and stick it under the word that it's modifying. So Hannah bakes a cake. That's it. I would have your students come up with several of these simple type examples. You may come across where they come up with a verb that doesn't take a direct object, so just have them choose a different verb if it doesn't seem to be working. Then we're just going to add a few more modifiers. So I'm going to just pull this down here. And we're going to say, what kind of cake did she make? She made a chocolate cake. We'll just go ahead and change this to a different color. I'm going to keep it the same color just so you can see it's an adjective. So you ask the students to come up with what kind of cake? Chocolate. So Hannah bakes a chocolate cake. There's our sentence, and that's how it would be diagrammed. But we could change these words to something else. Let's do Peter kicks a pumpkin. Peter kicks what kind of pumpkin? Probably not a chocolate pumpkin. We'll do a an orange pumpkin. So we'll go back and we'll change this to there. You see how it still fits the same pattern. And so I would have students practice with just getting this pattern down before adding a bunch more words to it. But you've got the subject, verb, direct object, and a couple of modifiers.